Reading from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17, the divisions of faith. Text 1. Arjun Uvacha Ye Shastra Vidyam Utsrajya Yajante Shraddha Dayan Vitaha Tesham Nishtha Tuka Krishna Sattvam Aho Rajastamaha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Arjuna inquired, O Krishna, what is the situation of those who do not follow the principles of scripture, but worship according to their own imagination? Are they in goodness, in passion, or in ignorance? In the 4th chapter, 39th verse, it is said that a person faithful to a particular type of worship gradually becomes elevated to the stage of knowledge and attains the highest perfectional stage of peace and prosperity. In the 16th chapter, it is concluded that one who does not follow the principles laid down in the scriptures is called an asura, demon, and one who follows the scriptural injunctions faithfully is called a deva or demigod. Now, if one with faith follows some rules which are not mentioned in the scriptural injunctions, what is his position? This doubt of Arjuna's is to be cleared by Krishna. So Arjuna is being very thorough in his questions, very thorough. That, okay, if I have some particular type of faith which is mentioned, then what happens? Then gradually that faith will increase and I will be elevated, and that person will be elevated to the knowledge and get the highest perfection. Then again, in the 16th chapter, those who are following the scriptures, they are called the divine, and those who don't follow the scriptures are called the demoniac. Now Arjuna is saying, what about if somebody very faithfully is following something which is not mentioned in the scriptures, but they have really very much faith in what they are following? So what is their position? So he's putting such intelligent questions, so it leaves no doubt for us. Like, it's very clearly, then it becomes very clear what we have to do. Are those who create some sort of God by selecting a human being and placing their faith in him, worshipping him in goodness, passion, or ignorance? Do such persons attain the perfectional stage of life? So because we see that many times we say, oh, this person is a God, let me worship him, this person, and those people have really so much faith. They really believe that this person is God. So what is their position? Is it possible for them to be situated in real knowledge and elevate themselves to the highest perfectional stage? Do those who do not follow the rules and regulations of the scriptures, but who have faith in something and worship gods and demigods and men, attain success in their effort? Arjuna is putting these questions to Krishna. So the thing is, Arjuna is saying that something which is not mentioned in the scriptures is not mentioned, but people have very much faith that, oh, this person is God or this demigod is God, and with very much faith they are worshipping. So what happens to this kind of person? So text 2, Shri Bhagwan Uvacha Trividha Bhavati Shraddha Dehinam Sa Svabhavaja Satviki Rajasi Chaiva Tamasi Cheti Tam Shrunu. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, according to the modes of nature acquired by the embodied soul, one's faith can be of 3 kinds: in goodness, in passion, or in ignorance. Now hear about this. So as our activities are of 3 kinds, our faith is also in 3 kinds: goodness, passion, and ignorance. Those who know the rules and regulations of the scriptures, but out of laziness or indolence give up following these rules and regulations, are governed by the modes of material nature. According to their previous activities in the mode of goodness, passion, or ignorance, they acquire a nature which is of a specific quality. The association of the living entity with the different modes of nature has been going on perpetually since the living entity is in contact with material nature. He acquires different types of mentality according to his association with the material modes. So the minute we come into this material world, we get bound by these modes, by ignorance, passion, and goodness. And then each of our activity gets influenced by these modes. But this nature can be changed if one associates with a bona fide spiritual master and abides by his rules and the scriptures. So means in the material world, we are all bound by these modes of nature. But how do we get out of this? We just follow a true representative, a bona fide spiritual master, and follow his instructions. Do what he tells us to do. Gradually, one can change his position from ignorance to goodness or from passion to goodness. The conclusion is that blind faith in a particular mode of nature cannot help a person become elevated to the perfectional stage. One has to consider things carefully with intelligence in the association of a bona fide spiritual master. Thus, one can change his position to a higher mode of nature. So if we want to give up these modes of nature, then we have to follow a bona fide spiritual master, a guru who's a true guru, who's coming in the parampara system, which begins from Krishna, and then follow his instructions. Then our faith is transcendental, and that faith will give us the highest benefit. It will bring us out of this material world. Otherwise, the faith which is in goodness, passion, and ignorance is still going to keep us. It's still going to keep us here in the material world. Is that okay?
Even the faith in, even the activities done in goodness will keep us here.
Because those will be in the activities in goodness will be like then abiding, worshipping the demigods, all that. We are going to hear that. So what we have to do if we want to get out of here, of this material world, we have to hear and chant. Those are beyond even goodness. Those activities are pure goodness, Shuddha Sattva.
Okay.
Hearing, chanting, worshipping the deity of Krishna, hearing and chanting about Krishna, Krishna's holy names, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, all that is above the modes, and that will bring us, give us the highest perfection. So we can stop here for today.
Yes.
Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you for joining in.